Good morning, Hope Zvara here. We'll be working with some upright core work this morning. Just 3 quick moves to get you going and ready for the day, or maybe to incorporate into your practice. Let's begin with the feet in a comfortable hips distance. This is called upright facing crunch, a great way to functionally work with gravity. We spend most of our day upright. Soft bent knees, feet are anchored. Pelvis is in neutral. I want you to think about keeping that pelvic floor supported so you're not feeling downward pressure when you crunch. The arms aren't doing the movement as much as the actual waistline is doing the movement. Imagine as though your ball, or you can also use a foam block, is an orange. I want you to squeeze the juice out without overly rounding in the upper back. Exhale, contract down, and inhale, come back up again. We're getting a great back stretch. Exhale, contract, and inhale, come upright. I'm going to turn sideways. Exhale, contract, and inhale, come upright. Exhale, contract, back is also working. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, I'm not pushing my hips out and hinging. I'm really working from the actual waistline. 5 more. Exhale, 5 and up. Relax your shoulders. 4 and up. Gentle pressure. 3, enough to feel a little bit more load on set. 2 and last one. Squeeze and upright. I'm going to turn sideways. Now we're going to work with the oblique. So exhale, I'm moving sideways, and inhale, come upright. Still pressure on the ball. Notice how I'm not moving from my shoulders. Exhale, press, and inhale, come up. Exhale, press, and inhale, come up. As you move, imagine the oblique taking your torso down, rib almost towards the hip, rather than my arms doing the action. And up, exhale, press, inhale, up. Exhale, and inhale, you're doing great. Exhale, every time I'm exhaling, I'm giving a little pressure to the ball. Exhale, exhale, 2 more. Exhale, keep breathing. Last one, don't rush it. I'm going to go back to my weaker side an additional 5. So that's going to be my left side. Exhale, contract 1 and up. Exhale, contract 2. Make these mind muscles. What are you trying to do? Talk to your body. 3, back upright, 4, back upright, 5, back upright. Awesome. We're going to combine now functional back bend with this upright standing crunch. I'm going to turn sideways. My feet are going to go about hips distance. Pelvis is in neutral. Make sure that you're leading with your hip sockets rather than just back bending. Think about the difference between an extension and a back bend. A back bend, you are bending your back. In an extension, you are extending your whole body or your spine. Your hip bones lead, and as you go back, your arms follow the action of your pelvis. You may feel that quiver, that's your transversus turning on, and we often also times get a really great hip flexor release, which will also benefit in our lower back. As we exhale, we're going to come forward, just a slight bend in the knees, and go for that upright facing crunch contraction. All right, here we go. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale. I still have that gentle hug on the ball. Inhale, and exhale. This is 3. Go as slow as you need to. Inhale, exhale. Now the tighter that your hip flexors are, the less you're going to be able to go back. And exhale, 4 more. Make sure your head isn't trying to overwork the extension to give you a false positive. 2 more. And last one. And exhale. Upright. Great. Drop the ball off to the side, and we'll do a little bit what I like to call hip hula. Now, we think about the hula, and it's like that's such a senior citizen movement, but hear me out. With hip hula, if we're doing it correctly, we're really using those deep core muscles and also stimulating the pelvic floor and the pelvic bowl to create what I like to call the pelvic core. And so when we think about working the pelvic core, I really want you to think about inner muscle moving structure. The knees are not overworking. When the knees have to overwork, it's because there's not a whole lot of functionality in your pelvis and waistline. So as your hips move back and then rotate out to the right, pubis bone moves forward and then out to the left. My knees are softly bent, but I'm really trying to focus on my actual hips doing the movement. I like to use what I call touch awareness. So when my hands come to my hips, I can actually feel my hips rotating in the hula. And as you do the hula, I want you to think about inside, there's this little hand turning you. And because that little hand is turning you, you have a stir stick hanging from your perineum. And that stir stick is turning clockwise and then counterclockwise as you move. It's easy for us just to try to turn the hips and do whatever we're doing, but I want you to actually focus on really extending and moving as far as you can in the hip hula and thinking about the obliques working, the lower back, the rectus, and that transversus. Let's reverse it now and notice which way is a little bit easier. If you hold at your natural waistline and you move in a way that really aids functionality, you should actually be able to feel your obliques, your rectus, and feel that deep transversus muscle actually contracting when you turn and rotate your pelvis in the hula. Let's go a few more. This is also great for SI joint pain. If you have some tightness at your sit bones, your hips and back feel stiff. If you're someone that kind of gets up out of a chair after a long time of sitting and your back is super stiff, do a couple hip hulas in your chair, or just when you get up, do a couple rounds of movement to alleviate this stiffness. Now let's alternate. So one way and the other way. Now oftentimes we're encouraged to go really fast and we just kind of lose the whole functionality. I want you to exaggerate how far you can press as you turn. Okay, and the deeper you can go, the more this becomes a hip stretch, the more this becomes a lower back lengthening, and those deep core muscles start to get stimulated. If I turn sideways, notice how my hips push back, and then I bump my pubis bone forward. My glutes are not aiding in this movement, so if I kind of touch my glutes, they're maybe turned out at like a 3. Let's just go 3 more each way. Keep breathing, inhale and exhale. And last one, really make this work. And back to center, nice job. Just one final nice functional back bend. Inhale and exhale. For more information, visit my website at hopezvara.com. I hope to hear from you soon. From my heart to yours, from my soul to yours, Namaste.